All right, we're gonna do some more drawings. We're gonna take the cube that we know how to draw and we're gonna play around with it a little bit. So I'm gonna do this rather quickly because we've done these before. So if you need to pause it, you can pause it. But you're gonna go ahead and draw yourself a shape, something like that, which is a cube. I'll just go ahead and do another one over here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna build some structures off of the cube. So the first thing we're gonna do is gonna be real simple. We're just gonna put a lid on it and make it like a, I don't know, a toy box or a treasure chest or something along those lines. You just put a lid on it like that. Make sure you draw the back side. And you can put in some shadow, just a little bit, just to give it some, just a little bit of form. Okay. So, and then you can take that structure and you can add details to it. You can put something inside of it. You can put a lock on it. You can play around with it and kind of do whatever you want with it. Okay. Now I just did that really quickly. If you didn't catch what I did, I'll just do it one more time here. After you've got your cube, you're going to draw two parallel lines there and connect them. And then you're going to make a shape for the top of the, for the side, and then you just connect. Once you've got that, and some shading. I'm not going to do the shading on that one. Okay. So the next thing I want to do is I want to take the cube structure and I want to build something off of it. So we're going to build like a table. And a table is just a flattened cube. So if we start with the top of the cube, make it make that diamond shape. And then we'll make our sides real short. And make the front a tiny bit longer than the sides to give it some realism. Now you've got the top of a table. Now you can put some legs under it. Which you could kind of design however you want. But for simplicity purpose, we're just gonna go about something like that. So it's kind of like a little sitting coffee table right now. Now, to build it into a structure that's a little more complex, let's go down a little bit below here. And let's draw a line kind of parallel to this one up here. I'm drawing kind of quickly because I don't want to spend too much time on these videos, and I want to quickly show you the drawing. And these are all sketches based on forms we already know. We already know the cube, and we're starting to apply the cube into different applications. So all I've done here is put a cube on top of a cube on top of a cube. You see that? Cube on top of a cube on top of a cube. All right. Let's do this. I don't really want to do this again, but I will. We'll make the top cube. Try to make it a little cleaner than the first one. So I want this to be somewhat parallel to that. Okay, there's the table with nothing on the bottom. Now, how do we put this bottom part? Well, you leave a space between here and this bottom place. And then you draw a line about the same length as that one and kind of parallel to it. Same thing over here. And then you're going to draw a line parallel to that one, but you can't see the back of it. And another line parallel to that one, but you can't see the back of that one either. And then the bottom, the sides. So it's like a table on a stand or something like that. Okay, then you want to decide where the light's coming in. Shade it on the side away from the light, whichever side that will be. Put in some shadow. Put a little shadow over here too. A little lighter. And then we'll have some more shadow over here on this side. Some shadow down there. Something like that. Okay, I really don't want to spend a lot of time on these drawings, but I wanted to just give you an idea of some simple ways to apply. Okay, so pause it if you need more time, but I'm going to keep moving. And eventually we're going to start getting into drawing 1 and 2 point perspectives. So these are like preliminary practices, I guess, kind of, for a 2 point perspective. So let's do another stack of cubes. And then we'll actually do them with linear perspective. So all right, so we're going to start with a cube. And don't draw these lines too dark because we're going to erase part of them. Okay, so got a cube. Go down, put a little space, and you can make a dot. And you're going to draw a line parallel to that one going out, kind of like we did on the last one. And another one going this way. Okay, then you're going to draw in the lines for the back side, about like that, about like that. Okay, so this now is going to become the top of another cube. So we'll draw on the sides and draw on the front corner. Okay, then you connect them up. So now you've got a cube sitting on top of a cube. Now what are we going to do with this? Let's just leave that there as a reference. Just remind us how we built this. We built the cube on top of a cube. Okay. there. Go out. Go out. Draw the back side. Draw the sides. Now, you can use a ruler if you're doing, you know, serious construction, architecture, and you need exact measurements and stuff. Use a ruler, but we're just sketching and we're applying our learning. Okay, so we're gonna make a little archway over here, a little doorway, and we'll draw 2 parallel lines going up, and then we'll make an arch on the top. Do the same thing over here. Make an arch on the top. That was a very unsmooth arch. Okay, and I told you we were going to erase, so we won't erase yet, but that and that is what we will erase. So we're going to make a short line parallel to this, about like that. And then we're going to go up like that. Then we'll make a short line parallel to this one over here. And we'll go up again. And then we can erase. Erase. Okay. So it's like a little, I don't know, it kind of looks like a church or something, right? Okay, then we need to draw in these backside lines over here for like the corner of the room sitting on the top. And we could just leave it like that, but we also can start to draw some other features. So let's draw in some parallel lines like that. Connect them at the top. And then that could be a doorway going in, or you can build the structure coming out if you want. Kind of looks like a garage right now, but say you want to take and draw this as like a side beam, like a wall support, a buttress, if you will. You could take it like that. Connect it, and then you've got some more erasing to do. See that? And you can just leave that as a door, or you could draw another little buttress. Okay, then decide where the light's coming from. Shade accordingly. Maybe there's going to be some shading on this side. Lights up here. Make the shading a little darker inside. light on in there, who knows? All right, and I'm not going to spend any more time shading that. You normally, if you're trying to do a finished drawing, you would shade it a lot more. So I'm going to show you a couple pictures, and you can pause if you want to draw these. And then we're going to do some more applications of what you can do with cubes. So the drawings I just did are from this book, You Can Draw in 30 Days by Mark Kistler. And we just drew, if you want to look at the book, we just drew the stacking tables drawing, which is lesson 6 in the book. And we drew, now look at that. You can take those stacking tables and you can make like chain link. Turn that into a necklace or just some abstract design, but it kind of looks like the links in a necklace or a bracelet. Turn it into robots or just have some fun creating little worlds. Okay, this is the one we just did, and there's the shading in his example. And here's some other things you can do. You can take it and turn it into some other little interesting designs. Make a castle, etc. So if you like any of those, pause it and you can try your hand at drawing those. But I want to jump now into doing a very simple 2-point perspective drawing of stacking cubes. And so we're going to draw, we're not going to go through all the steps of 2-point perspective, but we're going to be aware of 2-point perspective as we draw this. So we're going to start with a cube up on the top, and it's going to be like a cardboard box that we're looking up at. So draw some lines kind of like that. And then draw the line coming down. Stop right about there or so. And then draw a line for the side and another line from the other side. So we're not sure exactly where these are going to stop or how it's going to turn out, but we do know that this front section is going to be sticking out over the edge just a tiny bit. So just draw in that much of it, and you can put a little bit of shading underneath there, just not too much, just a little bit. Okay, then we're going to draw another cardboard box that's going to be sitting positioned over here, where the front corner is going to be right about over here. And make it a slightly bigger box. Okay, and then the side of this will go back about like that. And since this is the top, now we can bring this one down, and we'll say that that box goes to there. And then we're going to draw another side that's going to be pretty straight across, but it's going to go a little further than there. So it'll be coming down slightly, but it's almost horizontal. It's just kind of at a very slight angle going down. And then draw on the other side, about like so. And then I want this front to be a little higher, a little lower, a little longer. So this line I want a little shorter than that one. This one I want longer than that one. So I'm just going to take this down a little bit. So, and the line is going to be going slightly up. So this line's going slightly down. This one's going to be going slightly up. But I don't think I want it going that high. So I'm just going to have it be right about like that. Okay, and then on this side, we're going to bring this this line down. So I don't know how far it's going to go. I don't think it's going to go quite that high, but it is going to, from here, it is going to go up a little bit. So maybe it's going to go to about right there or so. That was sloppy, but yeah, we'll just say right about there. Okay, so here's a box sitting on top of a box, and you see this edge coming over, and if you need to make that a little bigger to kind of show that, you can. And then we're going to put one more box on the bottom. And the box on the bottom, the front corner is going to sit here. It's going to be slightly lower than there. So let's draw a vertical, so it's a little bit to the right of that. It doesn't really matter exactly, but you just, let's make it about there. And then we're going to draw the top of our cube, and it's going to go about like that. And the back side's going to go about like that. And then the cube's going to go out this way. About like that or so. Doesn't have to be exact, but we want to be able to see the top surface of this last box or cube. And so then we'll draw on the sides again. And the angle from there up there is going to be steeper than the angle from there to there. So it could be pretty steep. About like that. And all right, so cardboard boxes stacked up. Figure out where the light is, where the shadow is, and shade them accordingly. Add any other details you want to add onto them as well. Put some shadow on that, kind of like that. And the shadow is going to continue back behind. Maybe something like that. The shadow going up here that way too. Kind of like that. Okay, so there's many things you can do with cubes. So play with them and see what you can do with it. How long is this video? It's about 20 some minutes. I think that's long enough. I'm gonna stop there.